Ha! This is going to be an issue, mutters the man sitting at a grand desk, surrounded by papers and books. The room is bathed in golden light, hinting at the weighty decisions being made. The eye patch-wearing strategist is deep in thought, puffing on a cigar, has worried about organizing the 100-man gate event, wondering how to handle it. Contemplating failure, he mentions Surakan as the backup plan, aware of the 10 major merchant unions focusing on the gate. It's a high-stakes situation. The 100-man gate promises epic or legendary items, but given the circumstances, it's not going to be easy. The tension is palpable. The Natasha sisters of the Goldrich Merchant Union are introduced, standing like warriors with fiery red hair, embodying strength and power. These sisters are so powerful, it's hard to believe they're just two-circle adventurers. Their might dwarfs the Gafor Merchant Union's adventurers. Not just the Goldrich Union, but all 10 major merchant unions have sent their best adventurers, making the competition fierce. The strategist reflects on how the Gafor Merchant Union is clearly outclassed, feeling the weight of their disadvantage. A mysterious figure's blurred face on a paper hints at an important yet unknown player in the unfolding drama. Suddenly, the strategist is startled by someone entering without knocking, bringing an unexpected twist to the tense atmosphere. The scene opens with a close-up of a man looking quite startled, probably because of an unexpected visitor. His sharp eyes and neatly trimmed beard give off a vibe of authority and perhaps a bit of anxiety. Something's definitely brewing. A mysterious figure enters the room, catching the attention of our startled man. It seems like this visitor is someone of importance, as the man behind the desk is quick to react, almost dropping whatever he was holding. Talk about making an entrance. The identity of the mysterious visitor is revealed, Surakan. This title definitely adds weight to the atmosphere, as it seems this guy is not one to show up unannounced without a good reason. Inside the room, Surakan takes charge, questioning about the preparedness of the list for the gate clear. Sounds like they're planning something big, and Surakan isn't one to leave details unchecked. Our startled fellow, probably a bit nervous, apologizes for not having the list ready. He's standing behind a desk piled high with books and scrolls, suggesting he's the brains behind whatever operation they're running. The conversation takes a turn as Surakan mentions someone called El Palm, who seems to have a knack for stirring things up. It looks like there's a history with this young friend, and it's not all sunshine and rainbows. Surakan voices his skepticism about El Palm, citing a past event where Shev's party was wiped out. Yikes! Looks like there's a lot riding on whether this person can be trusted. The plot thickens as Surakan suggests testing El Palme again. It's clear that whatever happened last time left some serious doubts, and Surakan wants to make sure this time is different. The man from the desk suggests a perfect place for this test, hinting that there's a plan in place. Seems like they're gearing up for something significant. Surakan, in a rather casual tone, advises to gather all the parties being considered for this test. The urgency in his words suggests that whatever they're planning needs to happen quickly. Surakan, with a cryptic tone, assures that this time there will be many witnesses. Whatever they're up to, a mysterious red portal has opened up in the middle of the forest. It's like a giant crimson whirlpool saying, "Come on in, the water's fine." Well, maybe not water, but you get the idea. Our adventurers peek around the corner, curious and probably a little nervous. The group seems larger this time, and there's chatter in the air. Someone quips, "Oh, looks like there are many people going this time. Yeah, this is how it should be." Clearly, they're not heading to a tea party. One of the adventurers, holding a staff with a red orb, is approached by someone. The vibe is a mix of curiosity and caution. Who knows what awaits them on the other side of that portal? Questions arise. Are you guys the fifth party? And then the realization hits, two people with a slave background. It seems like not everyone is thrilled about the party's composition. A rugged, bandaged man stands with arms crossed, clearly unimpressed. He's giving off major "don't mess with me" energy. You can almost hear the tsk sound as he sizes up the group. One of our adventurers has a piercing stare. There's a lot on his mind as he contemplates the situation. Those eyes are saying 1,000 words, but keeping it all inside. A wizard-like figure with a pointed hat observes the scene, noting they're obviously not too welcoming. Meanwhile, another member stands by, likely feeling the weight of unspoken judgment. Thought bubbles reveal the tension. Are they trying to say that slaves will just get in the way? Guess it's normal for experienced parties to think that way. It's like a high school clique, but with more swords. An experienced adventurer notes, looks like they're around 1-2 circles. Whatever that means, it's probably not a compliment. Judgment is being dished out like free samples. The chatter continues. They're totally different from Chev's party. They're the real pros that don't need any baits. Everyone's gathering, and the anticipation is palpable. The silhouette of a powerful figure strides into the clearing, causing a stir. He came in person. This is clearly someone important. Cue dramatic music. With authority, the commanding figure announces, "I'll keep it short. Well, proceed with the test now. I will give a chance to those who show their abilities." A chance? That's got everyone's attention. The rugged, bandaged man looked, "All right, folks, we are amidst some intense planning here." A dude with a cigar and braided hair is hyped about the upcoming challenge. He's talking about the 100-man gate, and you can feel the thrill in the air. As the camera pans down, we spot a group of warriors, all geared up and ready for action. Their eyes are fixed on the challenge ahead, and there's no turning back now. It's go time. Two characters appear, but their faces are blurred. One of them seems to be in shock, possibly a rookie in this high-stakes environment. The 100-man gate seems to be a big deal. We then see a sharp-eyed fellow with blue hair and a confident demeanor, has assuring the group that they are in for some special treatment. This guy probably knows the ropes, and everyone seems to be paying attention. Now, someone's contemplating the strategy. They're thinking, so that's how he's going to play it. Clearly, there are tactics involved, and they need to give it their best shot. The tension is palpable. A mystical tree shows the number 40 glowing like a neon sign. What could it mean? Perhaps a countdown or some sort of ranking. Intriguing, isn't it? Boom! An intense burst of red light fills the screen. It's like something out of a sci-fi movie, and you know things are about to get real. The red light fades, revealing a lone shoe stepping on the ground. The adventure is unfolding, one step at a time. They're in a forest, and the crimson portal stands tall. The gang is ready to dive in, and one of them remarks, it's the forest again? Looks like they've been here before." The squad moves forward, surrounded by lush greenery. It's a picturesque setting, but don't let the beauty fool you. Danger lurks around every corner. A character with a wizard hat steps up, suggesting they gather for a boss hunt. Sounds like a solid plan, and everyone nods in agreement. Teamwork makes the dream work, right? The gang decides to split up, promising to regroup when there's a signal. They're covering more ground this way, and you can bet they're going to be on high alert. As the group disperses, the forest floor becomes their battlefield. Shadows move stealthily, and every step is a calculated risk. Finally, we see, "All right, fam, we're trekking through the woods with our squad, stepping like we own the place." The scene starts with some serious footwear action as our group makes their way through the forest, feet hitting the dirt path with purpose. Our mysterious crew, led by someone in a classic wizard hat, is on a mission. The wizard, let's call them Sir Dolan for now, declares they'll obliterate anything in their path because time's ticking. The team seems unfazed, ready for whatever. All right, folks, we find ourselves in a rather sticky situation in the heart of a mystical forest. Our wizard here, sporting a classic pointy hat and flowing robes, is baffled as his magic seems to hit a brick wall. "Could it be so tough that my magic wouldn't go through?" he exclaims, struggling to comprehend the situation. With the wizard's magic rendered useless, he warns the group, "This won't do, you guys need to." But before he can finish, the forest erupts with an ominous rustle. The wizard's face is a picture of shock and disbelief as the reality of their predicament sinks in. Those wide eyes behind his glasses say it all. Suddenly, the urgency escalates with cries of, "Wait! Everyone look out!" as the eerie forest creatures make their presence known, sending a chill down our spines. Our brave quartet stands their ground, encircled by sinister red-eyed creatures and giant, menacing beetles, each member poised for the inevitable showdown. The pressure mounts as they realize we're totally surrounded, a classic "oh snap" moment as the group braces for what's next. Then, a sudden burst of energy lights up the darkness as magic finally breaks through, slicing the air with a powerful arc. The magic continues to swirl and slice through the forest, creating a spectacle of light and sound. It's a wild ride now. The forest echoes with the screeches of defeated creatures, the magic tearing through them with a vengeance. The aftermath shows the chaos of battle, with the forest floor littered with fallen foes. The group catches their breath, their expressions a mix of relief and exhaustion. As the dust settles, our adventurers stand victorious but weary. It's over, they mutter, catching their breath amidst the carnage. One of the group, a determined young fighter with a headband and a fierce spirit, calls out to the wizard, "Sir Dolan, the monsters are stronger than usual. What should we do?" The tension lingers as they look to their leader for guidance. Dolan, the wizard, remains silent. Here we have our bespectacled and slightly frazzled strategist, realizing that winning by kill count ain't gonna fly this time. He's got that intense look, like he's just calculated the odds and found them stacked against him. Next up, we see our strategist pondering over his next move. It's risky, he admits, but sometimes you've got to roll the dice. You know the drill. Break the alliance and aim straight for the boss. Now the plot thickens as we realize this is just what most parties would be thinking. We've got a shadowy figure agreeing with this notion, adding a layer of intrigue to our tale. The tension builds up as our blurred face character acknowledges the likelihood of this being the case. There's a lot of thinking going on, and we all know that can lead to some mind games. Cut to a scene with a character facing off against some beefy creatures. He's huffing and puffing, while another character simply watches, seemingly unfazed. Looks like a workout, but not the kind you'd sign up for willingly. The dialogue takes a turn as our observer casually mentions there were only 3 creatures, implying that handling them shouldn't have been a big deal. It's about time management, folks. Time to move on. With a hint of urgency, our characters realize there's no time to waste. It's all about tactics and moving swiftly to achieve their goals. We've got a split panel now, 2 characters, each with their own priorities. One's targeting the boss monster, while the other wants to clean up the trash mobs. Priorities, priorities. A comical moment ensues with a character's bewildered expression as he questions the plan to go for the boss. He's clearly not on the same page. Clarification time. The character explains that going for the boss was just a diversion. The real strategy involves tackling the numbers, taking down those pesky trash mobs. The scene shifts to a serene yet ominous forest setting, with a reminder that the boss mob isn't the only way to score. The handling of trash mobs holds its own importance, but the unknown tricks of other teams could be a game changer. As the forest scene continues, the danger of the boss mob and the fierce competition set the stage for potential chaos. You never know what the other teams might pull. With a sky as blue as a summer's day and leaves rustling like whispers, our mysterious dude is feeling some serious vibes from this gate. It's like when you're standing in front of a haunted house and your gut's screaming, "Nope!" Nothing says on a mission like a blank space in the middle of the jungle. Seriously, it's like a suspenseful pause before the big reveal. A group of adventurers struts through the enchanting forest. These guys are like the Avengers, but with less superpowers and more woodsy scenery. They spot something intriguing in the distance. Sir Dolan, who rocks a wizard hat and glasses combo, looks puzzled as a fellow adventurer points out something in the forest. Is it treasure? Monsters? Or just another bewildering plot twist? Turns out, it's an escape gate. The perfect getaway plan for any adventurer who needs to skedaddle out of Dodge quickly. Plans change as they decide to leave markers behind. It's like Hansel and Gretel, but with cooler outfits and potentially less candy. Avante's cracking up like he just heard the best joke ever. Sir Dolan is not amused. He's got that dude, chill vibe going on. The laughter keeps going, echoing through the forest. Someone needs to turn the volume down, or they'll have a monster rave on their hands. Sir Dolan grabs Avante, trying to snap him out of his hilarity. Meanwhile, Avante is having the time of his life, laughing like he's in a comedy club. Avante is losing it, laughing hysterically with sweat pouring down. He's got that "what on earth is so funny" expression on his face. Laughter escalates to a chaotic symphony of chuckles. It's like a laughter epidemic, and it's spreading fast. Uh-oh, things aren't looking good for our dude here. He's realized it's poison. With sweat on his brow and urgency in his eyes, he knows it's time to bounce. Damn, I have to get away from here, even if it's just by myself, he thinks, as he hastily plots his escape. A blur of motion as our hero sprints through the misty forest. His urgency is palpable, with every stride echoing a desperate attempt to outpace danger. Enter the nightmare. An enormous, toothy mushroom monster appears, making it crystal clear this forest is not the place for a leisurely stroll. It's got that I'm gonna eat you vibe going on. With the mushroom monster hot on his trail, our hero charges forward, cloak billowing behind him. But wait, there are two ominous figures lurking in the background. Who are these mysterious beings? The mushroom doesn't seem to be done yet. It spews a sinister mist, enveloping the air with its toxic embrace. Fright turns to frenzy as the poison starts messing with his head. His eyes widen, and the horror of the situation sinks in. Those teeth again. The mushroom's maw is a disturbing sight, and it's clear this creature means business. Things take a wild turn as the poison starts to affect him. He giggles, fighting to keep his sanity intact. Laughter bubbles up uncontrollably now. Ha! Echoes through the forest as his mind spirals into madness. He's lost it. Our guy's laughing up a storm, and it's clear this poison has done a number on him. The laughter echoes, haunting and endless, as if the forest itself is mocking his plight. The title card appears, The Last Adventurer. Seems like this journey's going to be one wild ride. The scene kicks off with a man sighing in his swanky office, clearly troubled by some upcoming drama. He's got a cigar in hand and papers scattered around, probably trying to figure out how to deal with the 100-man gate event. This isn't just any event, it's a big deal with epic loot on the line, maybe even legendary stuff. Mr. Eyepatch is stressing because if he fails to organize this shindig, Sir Rakan will have to step in. Meanwhile, the 10 major merchant unions are all about this gate business, sending their top adventurers to clear it. The Natasha sisters from the Goldrich Merchant Union are making waves. These two-circle adventurers pack a punch that's hard to match. The Gafor Merchant Union is feeling the heat, realizing their two-circle adventurers aren't even in the same league as the Natasha sisters. The major merchant unions are sending top-tier adventurers, making Gafor look like the underdog. Amidst this, Eyepatch examines a document with a blurred face, pondering his next move. Suddenly, someone bursts into the room without knocking, catching Eyepatch off guard. He's not thrilled about the unexpected company. The first image shows a guy with a mustache, looking all sorts of surprised. Guessing someone unexpected just walked in, right? Next up, we see our mustache guy at a desk, looking like he's about to get schooled by someone important. And who walks in? Sir Rakan, the dude with swag and fur. Sir Rakan is all business, asking if the list for the gate mission is ready. I mean, who knew adventuring needed paperwork? Our mustache friend is sweating bullets, apologizing for not having the list ready. Procrastination much? Rakan is surprised, saying it's unusual for the guy to be late. It's like he's judging him for being slow, huh? Sir Rakan throws shade at some young adventurer El Palm, sounding all skeptical about his skills. What's with the sass, Rakan? Rakan continues with the drama, mentioning a wiped-out party and why he's skeptical. Sounds like a juicy backstory. He suggests testing El Palm again, like a pop quiz for adventurers. Rakan is definitely not holding back. Thurs talk of a perfect place for testing, making it sound like a reality TV show for adventurers. Mustache Guy is told to gather all the parties for consideration. It's like an adventurer draft. Rakan drops the mic, saying there will be many witnesses this time. Guess everyone wants to watch this showdown. We're hit with the title The Last Adventurer. Sounds epic. We end with a mysterious shoe stepping into the frame. Looks like the scene opens with a vivid red portal, buzzing with energy in the middle of a forest. A couple of heads peek into the scene, intrigued by the sight. It's like they've stumbled upon something big, like a portal to another realm, or perhaps a cosmic rave. Moving deeper into the scene, we spot a crowd of adventurers heading into the portal. One of them comments on the unusually high number of participants this time around, suggesting that this journey might be more eventful than usual. We then get a glimpse of a mysterious character wielding a staff, standing amidst the group. Their face is obscured, adding an air of mystery to their presence. The dialogue continues as someone questions if the group is the fifth party, noting two members with a slave background. It's clear that social dynamics are at play here. A close-up reveals a rugged-looking adventurer with bandaged arms and a determined expression. He seems unfazed by the scrutiny, a seasoned pro ready for action. A piercing gaze from another character suggests they are assessing the situation with a sharp mind. Their eye is intense, hinting at a strategic thinker among the group. Another character, draped in a wizard-like robe, observes the scene, noting the lack of warmth from the others. It's clear that not everyone is thrilled about the newcomers. Comments about slaves possibly being a hindrance reflect the prejudices some hold, while others acknowledge this attitude as typical for seasoned parties. The rugged adventurer assesses the newcomers, judging them to be around 1 to 2 circles. It's a reference to their magical prowess or combat skill, sizing them up. There's a comparison made between the newcomers and Shev's party, suggesting that the current group is more professional, needing no bait to prove themselves. The group is complete, with figures gathering in the clearing. The tension is palpable as they await further instructions. A prominent character makes an appearance, sparking surprise among the adventurers. His arrival seems unexpected, hinting at his importance. He announces that a test will commence, offering a chance to those who can demonstrate their abilities. The prospect of proving oneself hangs in the air. The rugged adventurer seems taken aback by the announcement, his expression a mix of surprise and curiosity. Meet our charismatic dude with a cigar and braided beard. He's hyping up the squad with a chance to conquer the 100-man gate. Are we ready for this epic showdown? Check out this squad, lined up and looking fierce. They're about to enter the gauntlet. Hands down, this is gonna be intense. Bruh, did someone just say 100-man gate? You can almost hear the gears turning in their heads. What's the deal with this gate anyway? Teal-haired dude is spilling the beans about some special treatment. Lucky them, but there's always a catch, right? So this is the game plan? Gotta give it your all. And check out that glowing 40 on the tree. The countdown has begun. Boom, flash of red light, and it's go time. This is the moment where things get real. Looks like someone's making their move, stepping into the action. Let's see where this leads. They're back in the forest, folks. Familiar territory, but expect the unexpected. What challenges lie ahead? Group huddle for the boss hunt. Everyone's got their game face on, ready to tackle whatever comes their way. Time to split up and conquer. The signal's the key to regrouping. Stay sharp, warriors. Check out these adventurers on the move, their footsteps crunching the forest floor like they mean business. They're not here to play, they're here to slay. Enter the gang with a blue hat wizard leading the charge, declaring they'll obliterate whatever stands in their way. Because time is money, folks. One of the crew responds with a trusty "Yes, Sir Dolan." You can almost hear the enthusiasm, or maybe it's just the breeze. A sharp eye catches something amiss in the woods. Our wizard is on high alert, ready to face whatever creepy crawly decides to show itself. Behold, a wild mushroom monster appears, with its single eye glowing like it just found out you took the last slice of pizza. Sir Dolan's just not impressed, folks. It's just one mushroom, and he's already thinking about how many mushrooms he's slayed before breakfast. Talk about a waste of his magical time. Time to unleash the spells. Watch as energy crackles around Dolan's hand, ready to give this mushroom a taste of pure magic. Dolan fires an energy bolt, and it's like a fireworks show, but for mushrooms. You can practically smell the roasted fungi. Sir Dolan isn't entertained. He's seen better days and better monsters. It's all in a day's work for our wizard. Something's off. The mushroom seems to be stirring, but Dolan's already thinking about his next move. Whoa, hold up. The mushroom's not. Here we have a magician in a pointy hat and a blue robe, looking pretty stressed as he wonders why his magic ain't cutting it against whatever's out there. His crew includes a cool rogue dude and a fierce fighter chick, all looking ready to rumble. The magician's trying to rally the troops, but it's clear something wicked this way comes. Leaves are rustling. Cue the dramatic tension. He's got that oh snap face going on, eyes wide as saucers. Whatever's coming has them all shook. Things are getting dicey as the magician shouts a warning, and shadowy creatures are swooping in like they own the place. The gang's totally surrounded by these creepy crawlers, looking like they're in a real pickle. It's magic time, folks. The air is buzzing as some serious magical action goes down. More magical mayhem ensues. The air is practically electric, with all the magical shenanigans happening. Creatures are not happy campers, as the magic takes them down with a resounding keek. More monster chaos as they get whacked by the spell. It's like a mystical smackdown. The rogue and the fighter are catching their breath, looking like they just ran a marathon. The aftermath is a mess of defeated monsters, with the crew panting but victorious. The fighter chick is concerned. These monsters are stronger than usual, leaving her questioning their next move. Sir Dolan, the magician, is deep in thought, contemplating the situation as his crew looks to him for answers. All right, folks, we've got a bespectacled wizard-looking dude rocking the hat and glasses combo, contemplating the impossible dream, winning by kill count. But, alas, stamina is the party pooper here. The crew starts to ponder their options. They could go all rogue and ditch alliances, heading straight for the big boss, but that's risky business. Everyone's going to be gunning for the boss, so maybe they need a plan B. Enter stage left, the blur-faced partner in crime. Seems like they're having a pep talk in the woods about shaking things up and chasing after the boss. But hey, is that really the best move? The focus shifts to a sharp-eyed character, probably thinking that breaking alliances is the go-to move for most teams. It's time to put those thinking caps on. Now, we've got some tough love happening. A beefy dude, catching his breath, shoots a glare at his buddy for being a chatterbox rather than lending a hand. Teamwork, am I right? His companion drops some sass, saying there were only 3 enemies. Like, Mon, you got this. But time is ticking, and they can't afford to mess around. Let's hustle, people. The plan is to get moving and tackle either the trash mobs or the boss monster. Decisions. Split screen moment. 2 mystery characters, all geared up with weapons and ready to rumble. One's got a spear, the other a staff. Who's aiming for the boss, and who's taking out the minions? Wait, what? Confusion sets in as one dude tries to wrap his head around the plan. Weren't they supposed to go for the boss? Turns out, going for the boss is what everyone else is thinking. Instead, they're going to play it smart and focus on those pesky trash mobs. The narrator muses that dealing with trash mobs is crucial for scoring high. They must be cautious of the boss mob and other teams' tricks. As the scenery changes to a serene forest, there's a reminder that the competition is fierce and unpredictable. Better not underestimate those other teams. A feisty character, our protagonist, with his windswept black hair and intense gaze, stands amidst the trees, sensing something dangerous about a nearby gate. It's like he's got a sixth sense for trouble. A blank frame gives us a moment to breathe. Or is it the calm before the storm? In the lush forest, we spot a crew of adventurers strolling along like they're on a Sunday hike. But this ain't just any walk in the park. They're on a mission. Sir Dolan, rocking a pointy hat and glasses, gets called out by a faceless companion. Something's caught their eye, and curiosity's got him raising an eyebrow. Behold, an escape gate appears, basking in the mystical glow of the forest, perfect for a quick exit if things get hairy. Sir Dolan, looking like a wizard with a plan, decides it's time to leave markings. The escape gate wasn't on today's agenda, but hey, plans change. Avante, with his laughter echoing through the trees, seems to have lost his grip. Sir Dolan tries to hush him, but Avante's all about those loud vibes. Avante's laughter continues, each ha louder than the last. It's contagious, but not in a good way. Dolan's got his hands full, literally, trying to snap Avante out of his hysterics. The forest shakes with the sound of laughter, like a comedy club gone wild. Avante, drenched in sweat and still laughing, leaves Dolan bewildered. It's like he's caught in a loop of uncontrollable giggles. The laughter spreads, getting louder and more infectious. It's madness. The scene is intense, as our protagonist suddenly realizes has been poisoned. Panic sets in, and he's determined to get out of this mess, even if it means going solo. Talk about a rough day. Quick on his feet, our hero dashes through the foggy terrain, his cape fluttering behind him like a superhero in distress. He's got the moves, but will it be enough? And boom, enter the nightmare fuel, a giant, terrifying mushroom monster with a set of chompers that could rival any dentist's worst nightmare. This shroom is definitely not for pizza topping. Our protagonist is seen sprinting away, clearly not interested in making friends with the mushroom monster. It's like a game of tag, but the stakes are way higher. There is a close-up of the mushroom cap, ominously looming, as if it's about to unleash some serious trouble. Those spores don't look like they're here for a picnic. Back to our glasses-wearing hero. His eyes widen with shock and terror. He's probably wishing he had stayed home binge-watching TV shows instead. The mushroom monster shows off its impressive dental work, ready to make the protagonist its next meal. This isn't going to be a fun dental appointment. The protagonist starts to laugh uncontrollably, a creepy, unsettling giggle. Whatever's in that poison, it's got him seeing the funny side of a very unfunny situation. His laughter escalates into full-blown hysteria, echoing through the foggy scene. His lost it folks, gone bananas, crackers, completely cuckoo. Even in the grip of madness, his laughter continues to fill the